apostles and the elders a great millstone. And make sure everything's on. All right, change. You know, we're about to move into another phase. We are moving to a different phase. War. All right. War is the let's say the second war was past, the third war coming quickly. All right. The brink of World War III is the final war that's going to change the end of Esau's kingdom. All right. Which is America, different EU powers, the money system, all going to change. All right, Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. All right, so we know we got to spiritually prepare ourselves for the like the Mad Max world, like I call it, the Mad Max world. Because I tell you, in the last in those days, hearts failing them for fear. So we know that the transition from Esau's world to the martial law, concentration camps, implant microchip, to Third World War, to the kingdom of heaven is going to be rough. All right, it says the righteous scarcely going to be saved. All right, so what's going to say?
Isaiah 13.
Yeah, we'll read that. What?
Isaiah 13:1. It says the burden of Babylon, which Isaiah the son of Amos did see. It says, lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain, exalt the voice unto him.
The high government, the top government on the earth, which is Esau Edom here in America. And he has his different satellite states, client states, EU nations, all right, which together they make up the beast in the book of Revelation, all right, and this high mountain is America, all right? And the whore, which is the whore also, all right, that rideth on the beast, all right, so it's the whore and it's a part of the beast also, all right, but,
yep, it says lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain. Yeah, which the banner is the scriptures, of course,
prophesying that the sins of this kingdom. You got the sign?
Yep.
Give me the red dragon. You got the red dragon or no? We don't have that. We can just put the 666 chip and all that. Give me the 666 chip. The equivalent. Substitute. All right. This is sin. Take this implant as a sin. All right, continue to read.
It says, exalt the voice unto them, shake the hand that they may go into the gates of the nobles.
Yeah, and tell them what? Tell them, the people about the prophecy, spirit of prophecy, Revelation 19, I believe. All right, that's our main job, is to talk about prophecy, not debate about. The elder apostle was talking about debating about whether the three, the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, whether they're the same people. You know, that's not the main subject. They're different, okay? They all emanate from the Most High, Yahweh, but that's not really the main subject. The main subject is who the kingdom of heaven for, who's going to be saved, who the Israelites are. Those are the main topics, all right? Not the 3 in 1, the triune God. Like that's like it's important, but that's not the main subject. All right? Read.
It says, Isaiah 13:3, I have commanded my sanctified ones, I have also called my mighty ones for mine anger, even them that rejoice in my highness.
Angels, powers.
It says, verse 4, the noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people.
Yeah, that's the Third World War. All right, the armies being gathered together, whether it be people, artillery, missiles. All right. Technology, sound of a multitude. Good.
It says, Isaiah 13:4, the noise of a multitude in the mountains like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. The Lord Yahweh of hosts mustereth the hosts of the battle.
Yeah, the hosts of the battle, they're going to be gathered there in the Middle East. That's what's so-called Middle East. All right, over there in Arabia, the Levant, that area right there between Mediterranean and the Euphrates. All right, that's where the hosts are going to be mustered, meaning they're going to come together. All right, for war. All right, and it's going to be the East against the West, which is Russia and their allies, All right, they're going to bond. They're going to wipe the state, the Khazar Jays. They're going to wipe that area clean. All right, and that's going to be the end. That's going to be the very end. All right, and they're going to wipe Babylon America clean. That's going to be the very end. But in the midst of that, you're going to have a war. A different type of missiles firing, soldiers, artillery clashing, and then the end of it is going to be total incineration of the Levant and Babylon America. Go ahead.
Yeah. Also, what the scriptures speak about basically Armageddon.
Armageddon in the Hebrew. Yep.
Yep. In the Hebrew, it's Armageddon, which means mountain of the troops, and that's going to go down in the Middle East over there. It says Isaiah 13:5, they come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even the Lord Yahweh, and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land.
Yeah, it's going to come from the east. Come from all the powers that have nuclear weapons. All right, was the east. They're going to come from the east to the west. All right, and just totally destroy the whole land, which is Babylon America was referring to.
God says, Isaiah 13:6, how ye, for the day of the Lord Yahweh is at hand, it shall come as a destruction from the Almighty.
Yeah, destruction from the Almighty. All right, so we know that a great landmass, a great kingdom is going to be destroyed. It's not talking about a small kingdom. It's talking about a great kingdom that destroyed the sons of Israel. All right, that's the key. All right, so that was what America. North, Central, and South America was conquered by the Edomites, and the base is America. All right, go ahead.
Yeah. Also, I want to get that word for destruction within the Hebrew. It's the Hebrew word shad, which means havoc, violence, destruction, devastation. And then it literally says, as a destruction from the Almighty. So we just got that word for destruction, which in the original text is kashad, meaning as a destruction. And for the word for Almighty, it's ma shadia, which literally means from the Almighty. But when you get that word for shad, it's destruction. So literally, Mashadia or Shadia meaning literally from the destroyer. Because we know the scriptures, the Almighty also goes into Al-Shadia, which means demon-like power. But when you actually go into that word destruction or Shad, it can literally mean destruction as well. Spoiler.
Right. Yeah, like elders and apostles going into Yahweh. Means to breathe. Yahweh means he, Yah, and Wah. Yahweh, Hawa means present. When you break it down farther, it means like to breathe, breath. You know? Because to exist, you have to breathe. Yes. All right, so go ahead.
Yeah, so that's really what that word shad means. Ashadia meaning literally the destroyer. But even, of course, look at the Most High as like a demon-like power. That's what Al-Shadia means. But yes. Isaiah 13:7. It says, therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt. And they shall be afraid, pangs and sorrows shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth. They shall be amazed one at another. Their faces shall be as flames. Yeah, because they know they're going to die. They're going to be afraid, like it says in the Ezra, but yet they're going to be afraid, but yet they're going to fight. Because they know they have to fight. Because they stand up. I heard somewhere that the American army is, 450,000 or something like that. So, relative to the other nations' armies combined, that's nothing. So they're going to have to use other, missiles, artillery, things of that nature to be able to combat the enemy in the east. All right. So America's weak. All right. And our salvation is in Yahweh Shai. Because this whole land is going to be destroyed. And the only way we're going to make it out of here is by our faith and by our works. All right. And that's given to us by the Father. All right. What? It says Isaiah 13.
Well, really, it was really Yahweh Shai, all right? But, he got that blueprint from Yahweh, all right? I remember the scriptures do say the author and finisher of our faith.
Isaiah 13:9, behold, the day of the Lord Yahweh cometh, cruel both with wrath and fierce anger,
That's the day of the Lord. Go ahead.
to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it.
Yeah, and that's what the reason why Babylon, America is going to be destroyed, because it's a sinful kingdom. Right? It was meant to be raised up for a while and then be destroyed. That's the Lord's program. Yeah, go ahead.
It says, verse 10, or Isaiah 13 and 10, for the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not get their light.
Yep.
The sun shall be darkened and is going forth, and the moon.
Yeah, because the nuclear fire is going to black out the sky, and the earth is going to reel to and fro like a drunkard. All right, so that's describing the actual sunlight being blocked out because of how much smoke and fire is going to be inflamed in America and around the world. Just because of America is going to be, that's going to like pollute the whole earth. All right, good.
God, it says, the sun shall be darkened and is going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine.
Good.
Verse 11, and I will punish the world for their evil, and the wicked for their iniquity, and I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease.
Now I will punish the world for their iniquity. All right, meaning they're going into slavery. All right, some of them are going to be destroyed by the nuclear fire, others by earthquakes and other fires. All right, that's how they're going to be punished. And then the nations, if you're not an Israelite, you're going into slavery. Every single one of them. If you're not an Israelite, you're going into slavery. What?
It says, and I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease.
Yeah,
And
they're going to be humble. They're going to be humble in that day. Right now they're proud. They have the technology. They have the money. They have control of the resources through war, through technology. All right. But during that day, when the Lord returns, He's going to humble. Everybody's going to bow to Yahweh's feet. All right. That's how you know all the kingdoms are wicked. They're not following Yahweh. They're not following the God of the Bible. Because it says down in Daniel 7, I think, it said, I beheld till all the thrones were cast down. It don't mean besides America, besides Caucasian-looking nations. No, all the nations are going to be bowed down and serve the Lord. All right? And they're going to be forced to do it. It's not like they're willing. That scripture don't say they were willingly doing it. They're going to be forced to bow down and serve Yahweh. So America can't have the truth. The Christianity that's taught here in America and Europe and plantation Christianity will be learned while our ancestors were in slavery. That's not the real how you're supposed to teach and learn the scriptures. Because if it was, they would have said except for America, or except for Babylon the Great, or except for a certain nation. No, all the kingdoms of the earth are going to bow down and serve Yahweh Shah. All right, so off of that, you automatically know that the Bible is not being taught correctly, but saved by the prophets. All right, that are in Babylon and scattered throughout the earth. All right, good.
Real quick, I got it.
Let me finish that Isaiah 13 off.
Right now?
No, get your precept.
Gone. So, real quick, I have Revelation 19 and 11.
Yeah.
It says, and I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse, and he that sat upon him was called faithful and true, and in righteousness he doth judge and make war.
Right, in righteousness. All right, so that is the point, that Yahweh Shah is not coming back for peace. Tells you that what Matthew. Okay, don't think that I am come, or Luke, think that I, in the Gospels, think not that I'm come to send peace on earth. Okay, think not. So all these Christians talking about he's the Prince of Peace, which he will be after he subdues the nations. All right, but he's coming with war. All right, that's what the scriptures say. That proves that these anti-Christians don't know the scriptures. It tells you that he's coming back for war. And through that war, he is going to bring peace after he annihilates the power, the mountains, the high mountains, the little mountains of all the nations, and to raise Israel up. All right? And the Israelites rule in Yahweh's kingdom. Yeah. What?
Yeah. And the scriptures say, in Exodus 15 and 3, how the Lord is a man of war, right? So his son is going to be the same exact way, literally a man of war.
Yeah, and Yahweh was the one that was there in the spirit, the chariots.
Yep.
All right, that followed Israel. That was Yahweh hitting them, shooting them lightnings out and all that, and securing Israel, and separating the light and darkness, and while Israel would go forward, keeping the Egyptians back. That was the spirit of Yahweh commanding those the angels.
Yeah. And I was gonna say, you got that the war happening in Israel and Palestine. You got that certain mass shooting that happened in Maine.
Yep.
People believing that these people are innocent people that it's happening to.
And he had conveniently been found dead, apparently.
Yeah. But this is like this is just like the appetizer of what's to come from the Lord's judgment, man. Because when Yahweh Shah comes back, man, the stuff that we seen in Israel, the stuff that these
Gaza,
mass shootings, the things like that, it's gonna be nothing, man. Job 4:7, man. Who perish being innocent. So the Lord is coming, to execute that judgment. The reason we're in slavery is not because we're innocent. It's because we went off. We're serving our judgment, man. We're serving our punishment. And the Lord made it a way, through a remnant, through the elect, for us to come back to Him. And that's how the righteous is going to be saved from the destruction, man.
Yeah, the bride going to come down out of heaven, which is the Israelites, the elect, and they're going to rebuild through Yahweh Shai, rebuild the kingdom of Israel, or you rebuild Yahweh Shai's kingdom, which is one and the same. Our name is of the Lord. He's the Prince of power. He's the Prince of God. Allah, Yasha Allah. All right? Yeah. Is that it? Yeah. That's all you had, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we can bring the scriptures out in a second. Finish that. Get the spirit of prophecy since you were 19. I believe. Fell down at my feet to worship Him. See thou do it not. Or I might be mixing two scriptures up, but when Yahweh Shai said,
or verse 10.
Or angel said,
verse 10.
Or John said, or verse 10, go ahead.
You can start verse 9. It says, Revelation 19:9, it says, and he saith unto me, right, blessed, it says, right, blessed are they which are called unto the marriage, it says, supper of the Lamb, and he saith unto me, these are the true sayings of the Most High. And I fell at his feet to worship him.
So that was an angel, yeah. So the angel was talking to John, go ahead.
And he said unto me, see thou do it not. It says, I am thy fellow servant, and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahweh Shai. Worship the Most High, for the testimony of Yahweh Shai is a spirit of prophecy.
Right, so it's all about prophecy. All right? It's prophesied that the Edomites were going to continue to the last days, and the Edomites are going into slavery. It's not prophesied that you're going to have nations that are going to be destroyed. You can't destroy any nation. You can break them, you can break them up, but you can't wipe them off the face of the earth. Only the Most High can do that. Only Yahweh Shai can do that. No man can eradicate every single man, woman, and child of a particular race, ethnic group. All right? There will always be some of them on earth, because the scriptures say there's no end to all the people. Everything is recycled. All right? Those spirits go back to the Father, and they come back down. All right?
God, it says Revelation 19:11. Well, we read it, but we can read it again. It says, and I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse, and he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True. And in righteousness he doth judge and make war. His eyes were as a flame of fire, and on his head were many crowns, and he had a name written that no man knew but he himself. It says, and he was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood, and his name is called the Word of the Most High.
Right, yeah, so nobody else is like Yahweh Shai. All right? And that blood represents the same thing as Isaiah 63. Who is this coming from Edom, the dyed garments of Basra. All right, so there's no other power on earth or in heaven like Yahweh Shai. All right? The Son, only begotten of the Father. All right? And he is going to make war with the Edomites, with the other nations. All right, they don't have the power to subdue them. All right, where it says when 2 Ezra 6, you're going to get that too. Well, you can go that's it on that. Go to back to Isaiah.
Isaiah 13.
Yep.
And 11. Well, yeah, we can read 11. It says, and I will punish the world for their evil, and the wicked for their iniquity, and I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. It says, I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir.
Yeah, because during the Mad Max time, it's it's not going to be safe to be out on the street. You're going to need spiritual power, or you're going to have to be in some gated community that's protected with weapons and turrets. I'm saying it right, machine guns and barbed wire, security cameras. That's how bad it's going to get. All right, so you're going to have spiritual power, or you're going to be in hiding deep in the damn woods and know how to survive out there, know how to make food and survive the different pollutions and the insects. All right? Or be in some damn FEMA region guarded by them, and then if you went in one of the FEMA regions, they're going to have you ID, because you can't be in one of their camps without being ID. They keep track of you. But that's Esau's new world order system is about control. All right, so they're going to use your system to ID you and to keep tabs on you, so to speak. All right. So you have to get this mark if you get the benefits from your local government, and this is going to come upon the whole world. All right.
God, Isaiah 13 and 13, Isaiah 13 and 13, therefore I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place, in the wrath of Yahweh of hosts, and in the day of his fierce anger. It says, and it shall be as a chased roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up, they shall every man turn to his own people, and flee every one into his own land.
What?
Yep.
Yeah, they're gonna go back to their own land. All right. So you can't. A lot of people coming here, for new opportunities and money and everything. But it's gonna come a point where people are gonna go back to their own land, because it's gonna be either too dangerous, not profitable anymore. Then you're gonna have still other people coming in, and the ones that are coming in are going to be judged. They're being brought here to be judged. Because it tells you, well, amongst the Israelites anyway, you had two parts that are in Babylon, America, are going to be burnt up by the fire, nuclear fire. And a third part is going to be brought through that fire. All right? And the two parts is greater than the third part. All right? So you're going to have a small remnant that's going to be saved out of America, of Israelites. Everybody else is going to be totally incinerated. All right? Burnt up in a nuclear fire. All right? There's something more.
Oh yeah, I was about to say, yeah, what? Ever since 2019, I did a lesson on it probably like a year ago or something. Basically it said that millions of people who have came here from another land are now, literally going back. So how much more when these evils approach Babylon the Great, right? What's it called? Yeah, again, basically the climax of the evils that are to come to this land. So how much more?
Yeah.
That's why Esau's gonna be setting up them checkpoints and stuff in the cities. Basically one man showed desire to go into a city, but you should not be able to. Basically paraphrasing.
Yeah, they already set up these unconstitutional DUI tech stops. On highways. In certain cities, certain areas. Mainly on major cities, they'll set up blocks, and they'll ask you questions. You don't really got to answer their questions. You do what you want to do, but you don't got to answer questions. It's not a lawful stop. Technically, it's not a lawful stop. Esau's a devil. He'll make rules and then break the damn rules. All right?
It says Isaiah 13 and 15, everyone that is found shall be thrust through.
Yeah, meaning you're going to be put to death by the nuclear fire. All right? The nuclear fire is going to have 100% annihilation rate. Or termination rate, 100%. Nobody, if you're still in America when the missiles hit, which is America's Babylon, it's going to be 100% death rate. Everyone shall be thrust through. So it's not going to be like a remnant or like broken down cities. It looks like Beirut, back when they were getting bombed and going to war. It would look like Gaza. It ain't going to look like that. It's going to be totally dissolved. It's going to be a fire pit.
Yep. Well, also the scriptures say how Esau is going to seek to hide, within, basically underground, the bunkers and stuff. Well, it doesn't matter if you do that, because anyways, Yahweh Shai is going to send back his angels and also his 144,000 to literally, get you up out of it. Right?
Yeah, they're going to be in other countries, hiding in the caves, in the holes. Right? And some of them going to make it up to into space.
Okay.
So it's not going to be any place where the Lord can't find you, because the Lord is omnipresent anyway. The angels are omnipresent. They can exist everywhere at one time, and they can instant transmission. You know, anywhere at one time. It's just by thought. Yeah.
Isaiah 13:16. There it says, "Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled, and their wives ravished."
Right, yeah, during the Mad Max time, you're going to have different militia groups going around, robbing, burglar, home invasions. You know, they take the resources and they put people in slavery, all right? To use them for their body and for labor. All right? That's why you're going to need spiritual power to survive that day. Then you're going to have different areas that are going to be safe, which they're going to be controlled by the government. All right? Different concentration camps, green zones, so to speak.
Also, yeah, Khan, I wanted to add, man, this Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, putting out this prophecy. So basically the Lord's going to cause this to happen. So, people think that the Lord just a nice, loving God. Nah, man, the Lord, as I said, Almighty, literally meaning demon-like power, right? Literally a power of destruction. That's how the Lord's coming, man.
Yeah, just like Antiochus Epiphanes said, by peace he shall destroy many. All right, so that same spirit, he's an Edomite. All right, they got the same exact character. Esau was into homosexuality, pederasty. All right, which a Roman would have a wife. A Roman can only have one wife, and then he had a little boy. All right, that he had sexual relations with. All right, that same thing in America. They practice similar culture. That's why Scripture say they should make an image of the beast. In the book of Revelation 13 chapter, you only have one wife. All right, the Roman system, and then certain of them practice the pederasty. All right, Rome all over again, as the apostles and elders would say. All right, same spirit. Make an image to the beast. That's America. Same thing as the ancient Roman system. All right, a lot of similarities. All right, go ahead.
It says Isaiah 13.
And their wives ravish, you read?
Yeah.
Yeah, we look up ravish. It means to swerve. I believe it's 2 words. I'm looking up in a while. I'm up to 1 word. Yeah, so it means that they're actually going to be, women are going to be forced on, all right? And there's going to be motion with that force to swerve. I'll look it up in a while. See what it says.
Yep. Hebrew word shagal, or ravish, which means to violate, ravish. It says to copulate with, to lie with. So, I mean, literally to ravish. That's what it means.
Let's go on to it. More?
Yeah, and also what, in Spanish, you got the Spanish word violar, which means literally to violate somebody. And that's the word that they use, of course, for R-A-P-E.
Yeah.
Right?
So, yeah, they mean to S-E-X, violate. All right?
Yep.
Go more into the word. Is there another word there?
That's about it.
That's the root word?
Yeah.
All right, read the definition again.
Gone. So
the definition for, and their wives ravished. This is why you need a man in the Lord. All right, not a drug dealer, a damn basketball player, a business owner with cars and jewels. That's all low-level old shit. Yeah. The flashier you are, the stupider you are. I've seen people have revelations about, they used to do that, and then now they consolidating their shit now because it's stupid. It's kind of immature. Wearing chains and shit, getting like 8 cars, you can just have 2 or 3. All right?
Yeah, man. And you proud women, saying you don't need a man, have these very high, unrealistic expectations. Don't want to go to, Cheesecake Factory and all that other bullshit. During that day,
that's not even a cheap place, right?
Yeah, it's like in the middle.
Yeah.
It's like in the middle. It's not the cheapest, but it's not the most expensive. But things like that. It was like a list that said places women don't want to go on the first date. Which is like,
find that list.
Yeah, you could. I'm gonna see if I
like
can
Wingspot.
find that list.
Yeah.
But during that day, the bummiest fucking nigga on the street you know, you're gonna wanna deal with that man, right? Because you're gonna need a man.
Yeah, and you're gonna go to the man, and both of y'all gonna get destroyed.
Yeah,
right?
like you got a lot of bums and crackheads. You know, you gonna be with niggas like that, man.
Yeah,
All right?
protect me. Pagan to learn the laws. Like you gotta learn the laws of law. You just follow our instructions. 1 Corinthians 11:1. All right.
Yep.
But they don't know, so because they're ignoring the word now. But in that day, you're gonna be behind the 8 ball. Where you could have been building up a foundation on the will of the Lord, what to do, your duties and all that, but now you're going to be scrambling at the last minute because you were proud and Cheesecake Factory was too good for you. In places, a list of places, first of all, dude, that woman, that was a black woman, right, that was on there?
Yep.
With the list on the side, she don't even qualify for a decent man. She qualified for a thug, a drug dealer, a scammer, a piece of shit. That's what they qualify for. Everybody that agree with that list, those are the men they qualify for. Dudes that can't pull their pants up, they don't go outside, don't wear belts. That's who women like that qualify for. All right?
Yeah.
Coke dealers, and they get arrested in 6 months, or they live a life in danger. They can't really go outside. You know, they gotta constantly be looking over their shoulder and shit.
I found that list, by the way.
Yeah, kind of go on to it.
Yeah, it say
the heading.
Yeah, it say here's a list of places women absolutely refuse to go on the first date.
Right, and if you agree with this list, that means you're ripe for destruction. You're ripe to be the Isaiah 13 chapter that happened to you. You're setting yourself up for failure.
Yep.
All right. Good.
And say, and thank you to the ladies who reached out to me to help me on my list. All right. So we're gonna read the list.
Have fun with your dildo. Okay. Have fun with that, cause you women that agree with that,
dildo,
you have fun with your dildo, your vibrator, and then you're gonna get a home invasion. All right, and then you're gonna have a continual supply of dildos and vibrators from the guys that drag you off into the damn basement.
Yeah.
Right? And you work for them until the fire comes, or somebody break into their gang and destroy them.
You got Cheesecake Factory, which I remember Cheesecake Factory used to be considered like a good place to go to, but now people, women act like it's nasty and they don't like it.
Well, the bitches probably can't even cook anyway.
Yeah.
So they got to rely on prepared meals.
Yeah.
So because it's low level thinking.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, yeah, I was about to say, nowadays they be selling Cheesecake Factory breadsticks at your local store and shit.
Okay.
Like,
So it's popular. It's a brand.
Yeah.
Yep. It say Cheesecake Factory, Applebee's, Chili's, Chipotle, Olive Garden, the movies, your house.
The movies. You should be able to go to the movies on the first date. I remember that.
Yeah.
2001, 2005. You used to be able to go to the movies, and then y'all get together after that, and maybe go to like the food court or whatever. Like now you a fucking bum if you do that. That's low. Now it's 2023. You accept that? Like you should be able to do that. You just go to the fucking food court and go to the damn movies.
Oh, he dry.
I had a 91 5-speed Honda Accord. I picked my ex up in that. We went to the damn movies in Franklin Mills. It's called Philadelphia Mills now, in Northeast Philly. And we got together from there. But now, as soon as I pull up in a 91 Honda Accord back then, she probably wouldn't even get in the car now.
Yeah.
5-speed, but exhaust leak, I fix exhaust leak. But they just act. They look out the window and never come out. Yeah, I'll be back. I'll be there in an hour. And they never come the fuck out. Like I said, first of all, I ain't waiting no damn hour. The dude was a fucking simp.
Yeah,
he needs man training. He needs man training. He talks like a weak person. You wait 15 minutes, then you're gone.
Yeah,
if that. She should be waiting the fuck outside, looking down the street, looking for you to fucking come. She should be on video chat, right? It's 2023, right?
Yeah.
Like when you putting your shirt on, you put fucking shea butter or fucking mango butter on, or whatever the hell you put on.
Yeah,
communicating and shit. Not I'll be out. I worked late last night. Bitch, I don't give a fuck if you worked late last night. See, these women don't qualify for good, decent men. They qualify for the scammers.
Yeah.
They qualify for gangs to do the home invasions and take them to work in their house.
Yeah.
Not forever, until the fire comes, or until another gang come and take them over.
They rather qualify themselves for like Esau or some shit like that, man.
Yeah, and
like
the Esau's going to bang them out and get rid of their ass anyway.
Yeah,
99% of them.
Like you see on social media, you know, you got the
Don't be afraid to
black
out,
woman
yeah.
with the white man, and she just you know exalted him and giving him all this praise, and women is just saying goals and all this other madness in the comments. But then if she was with a Jake man, you know, they be scoffing,
proud,
a
list of
you can
things
do better,
you gotta do,
this and that.
Yeah.
He's a bum, you know.
Right.
But,
yeah. That's a dynamic, and the Lord did that to punish them. The daughters of Zion are haughty and walk with stretched forth necks. That's the curse they under. All right. And the Lord going to judge them. The Lord got a special judgment especially for the Southern Kingdom women. Not Southern Kingdom in general, but especially the women, they got a special judgment. The daughters of Zion are haughty, Isaiah 3rd chapter. But you can go into that list.
Yep, it say your house, any fast food chain, Buffalo Wild Wings, Wingstop.
Right, and this is why you should never respect a woman that believes that or agrees with that. Because you could own, what if you had if you own one of the franchise? You were a partner in one of the franchise, and then she's not good enough to eat at your restaurant, at a Wingstop. She's not good enough. So that's how you never respect a woman that don't want to go to any of those places. Because if you said, well, I own a couple of Wingstops. I own a Cheesecake Factory, and I got my cousin has a 70% owner in the Cheesecake Factory. That's too good for them? They don't qualify.
Yeah.
All right, they qualify to have their ass kissed for a little while, they get banged out and then tossed to the side of the road. That's what they qualify for. Short-term, temporary situations. All right? So pretty much, women that agree with that, they pretty much want short-term, temporary situations. You shouldn't be pursuing no damn woman. She should like you more than you like her. All right? You take her out once, maybe twice, then y'all should be in a damn relationship or be having sex or whatever. Y'all shouldn't be doing 3-4 times. She trying to figure shit out. You gotta raise your interest. I'm not into all that shit. All right?
Yeah, she got low interest. You gotta
raise
her
your interest up. If you a confident, mature man, you know you shouldn't be doing that. You shouldn't be chasing no damn woman, catering, courting, all that shit. Deal with women that have high interest. You do with her once or twice, and then y'all pretty much y'all figure things out. You like each other, she likes you. Y'all can continue. Y'all understand each other's intentions. Y'all believe each other's intentions. You either want to do some type of fuck buddy situation, or y'all want like a long-term relationship. Y'all figure the fuck out, and then move the hell on. All this courting shit is stupid, and dating goes back to prostitution anyway. All right, it's not that you ain't supposed to be fucking dating. Technically, that's prostitution.
Yeah, these women is high level prostitutes, man. You know, they want to go to Ruth Chris, shit like that. You know, the first date. You know,
first of all, you should be fucking cooking. You shouldn't be fucking eating in goddamn restaurants.
Yeah.
That's not a lifestyle you should be into. But some people into that shit. That's a demon. You want a quick way to stay broke? Keep going to fucking restaurants. Alright?
Yeah. And the first thing, a woman come and you expect her to cook or clean. They say, "Oh, I'm not your mom." Or I'm not.
Those women don't qualify for long-term relationships. Man. They don't qualify for salvation.
You know.
Your woman should be eager to cook. Eager to start chopping vegetables up, roasting chicken, currying, and stewed chicken, and all that. They should be eager. You should be picking up the groceries. All right, you can pick up the groceries, meet her, bring her back to your spot, and she chop that shit up and cook it, and then be packing meals for you. That's an actual woman. All right, not you got to take her out. Y'all go out and eat. That's not a fucking woman. That's a prostitute. That's a woman that's for sale. That's a woman you gotta buy. You pay for a woman by you buying the groceries and her cooking the food. That's how you pay for a woman. That's how you take care of a woman. You don't pay for a woman by taking her the fuck out to places and paying money out in the world, making somebody else fucking rich. Alright? You want a quick way to stay broke? Keep going to fucking restaurants. Keep eating at restaurants and see how broke you fucking be. Go ahead with the list.
It say Wingstop, Red Lobster, a buffet, IHOP, Denny's, the gym.
No, a lot of these places we're not going to eat either, but there are a few of those places that we would eat. Right?
Yeah, what's wrong with like a local restaurant?
Yeah,
like a local
yeah.
decent restaurant, you know? Like I know a couple local decent restaurants. It don't gotta be no chain a restaurant, like, you know, place like Cheesecake Factory. It could be some local and good, man. You know, those really are the best restaurants anyway.
Right, yeah.
So let's say Denny's, the gym, church, Starbucks, coffee dates, ice cream dates, family functions, movie night, in parentheses, Netflix, Hulu, and etc. Somewhere that requires a long drive, bowling, nightclubs, hookah bar, a bar just drinks, and Waffle House.
Right. So what did the scriptures say about our women, that that wife shall be a harlot in the city? All right. That wife shall be a harlot in the city. So we know that they require these things because they think they're better than you. Any woman that actually believe that you were better than her, and your value was higher than hers, would not be requiring you to take them to a specific place. As long as it's safe and clean, you know how to get in and out of there, and you're a competent, mature man, where you choose, first of all, y'all should, if you don't believe that, y'all shouldn't be together anyway. If you don't think he's a competent, mature man that got his shit together, why the fuck y'all together anyway? Y'all shouldn't even be together. All right? So get that prophecy about wives being whores.
Amos 7:17, it says, therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, thy wife shall be an harlot in the city.
Right, so that dating shit is just fucking, it's stuff, it's either directly prostitution, where it goes back to prostitution. See if you can find an article on that. But finish reading, see if you can find an article on that. Finish reading that. Dating going back to prostitution.
Amos 7:17, therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, thy wife shall be an harlot in the city, and thy sons and thy daughters shall fall by the sword, and thy land shall be divided by line, and thou shalt die in a polluted land.
Yeah. So while you had those prophecies happen at different time periods. Back then, our women weren't prostitutes. They weren't all promiscuous. But the land was divided by line. But now, during this generation, all right, during slavery, during the hardcore bondage, they became basically for sale, passed around by the different slave owners and the different other slaves. All right, and now they just outwardly practicing it through dating, through OnlyFans, through different websites, webcams. All right, practicing their prostitution, practicing their promiscuous and whoredom. All right. Read it again. You found something?
Yeah, I found an article that's just making a good point on the topic. You know?
Okay, all right, go into it.
Yeah, it says, I recently came across a podcast where a man asked a group of women what he should do to get laid on the first date, quote unquote. He doesn't want to waste his precious time giving a woman attention indefinitely or spend his money on her. She won't even put out at the end of the evening. It says, back in the day, the purpose of dating was to find a spouse. Seriously, dating was meant to find someone to marry, build a family with, and love for the rest of your life. It was never about convenient sex without consequences, a free 5-star meal, or getting validation for the opposite gender. But these days, young people seem to only date for the wrong reasons. Ladies are dating for the sake of getting cash and prizes in exchange for their company and sexual favors. Men are dating for the sake of getting laid in exchange for their time, attention, and financial support. Here's what it comes down to: money for sex. Women want access to a man's financial assets, and men want access to a woman's body. So basically, that's a transactional, you know. Yeah. These women, you know, want you to buy them this or get them this high quote unquote fine dining establishment, all right, in order for a man to finally, you know, sleep with them or whatever the case may be, you know.
Now I looked up dating. It says goes back to 1896.
Yeah.
As date referred to a public courtship when a woman would meet a man publicly rather than privately at a residence or a court. So before that, it was more private.
Yeah. And really, you know, if everything is in order, all right, you know, it'll be the father, all right, that's in charge of who the women, who his daughter, you know, is gonna have as a husband. The woman has no control over that, man. All right, it will be the father. All right, he find a suitable man, all right, for his daughter, all right, and then, you know, whatever agreement they make, you know, in order for the daughter to give or the father to give his daughter to the man, you know, that would be between them, and then that's how a man would get a wife. All right, it's not a wife, you know, putting all these expectations for the man and shit like that, man. You know, in the ancient world, women used to love their men. You know, you know, their glory was having kids. You know, raising up their family. You know, things like that. All right. Now it's, oh, I got the top man who can get the top resources and things of that nature. All right. So how women view men and marriage, all right, you know, is completely different from how they supposed to be thinking about it, man.
Yeah, and I got the etymology for the word date. So it goes back. It says date, meaning the verb. It says have a romantic liaison. And when you get that word for liaison, the definition says, getting to the point, it says a sexual relationship, especially one that is secret and involves unfaithfulness to a partner. So hey, we already know, you know, a lot of these women, you know, be cheating and shit, right?
Yeah, this, you know, that term. Look up the etymology of like a boyfriend or girlfriend or something like that, because that really is not even a thing. All right, boyfriend and girlfriend, that's just some made up topic that Esau made up. You know, when you going around and dating, and you don't you're not married under the state, man. All right, because once you have a woman, all right, because it's supposed to go a woman, all right, who's never dealt with a man before. All right, it's supposed to be, you know, once you sleep with that woman, that's your wife. All right, it's not you gotta do this marriage ceremony and spend all this money and all this and that. All right.
Right.
But,
yeah, because the women, they're pretty much out for themselves. You see how much money they can make.
Is anything there for that?
Article first.
Yeah, read that. And then,
It says so get into etymology for the word boyfriend. It means favorite male companion with implication of a romantic connection. It also says a woman's paramour. When you get that word for paramour, just a regular definition. It means a lover, especially the illicit partner of a married person. Yeah, so keep in mind it says a favorite male companion.
Yeah.
So that's literally what a boyfriend means.
Right? Yeah. So it doesn't really make any sense, man. All right.
So you're gonna need a man. So you're gonna need a man.
Yeah, you're gonna need. Yeah. So you're gonna need a man. All right. And when Isaiah 4:1 comes, man, all right, a lot of you women is gonna get exposed and for your true nature, man.
Yeah.
But it's to be submissive under a man's authority.
Yeah. Anyway, you know, so anyways, man, that's, so, you know, yeah, so anyways, you know, that's going completely up, because what, the word boy literally means what? It's a young child, right? A young boy, right? So if this, you know, if someone's calling you a boyfriend, it's like, you know, some girl calling you a boyfriend, that's going, really, that makes no sense.
Yeah, it's just going off, man. Go ahead. Exodus 21:10. It say, if he take him another wife, her food, her raiment, and her duty of marriage shall he not diminish.
Right, so you can have more than one wife, and the Lord never changed that. All right, when Yahushua came on the earth, he never changed that. That's in the law, and Israel already knew that because it was oral. All right, Israelites already had more than one wife. Esau is the one that had to have one wife and then practice pederasty on the side.
Yep.
That comes from the Roman Empire. All right, but Israelites, we have multiple wives. All right, it's just our women don't respect us in that manner, especially the black women. All right, some of the other tribes may accept it a little bit more, even though they'll still have a problem with it, and they'll still break it with you too.
Yeah.
But the black woman is the number one woman that we absolutely will not tolerate. All right, only save unless you have a lot of money or status.
A lot of money.
Then they'll accept it. They'll still be pissed off about it. Right? They might even try to sabotage. But you know, a situation will be a little different. You got money and status.
man. Which it kind of used to be like that in the ancient world, but the difference is, all right, it was because of the more money or status you had as a man, right? You had the means to have multiple
the ability
women,
to,
you know.
Your father would give, well, you had a wife already, so can you take care of this other woman, my daughter?
Yeah.
So then, if you had money, you were well to do, you would do that. And if the father didn't think so, then he wouldn't give her away to marriage to you. Simple as that.
Yeah.
And it would be within your tribe, your neighborhood, You marry each other within your tribe, within your region in which you live. Close relative, all right? Close family member. All right.
Yep. And it say, verse 11, and if he do not these three unto her, then shall she go out free without money.
Yeah, food and raiment. Okay, meaning food and clothing. I mean, you buy the groceries, all right, or you give her the money for her to buy the groceries, and she chop it up and cook it and all that. And clothing, all right, which means local neighborhood stores, online, nothing hot, nothing about Louis Vuitton or name brand clothes. All right, food and raiment. They didn't say it got to be a certain brand, it got to cost a certain amount. All right, women that think opposite of that, they're not qualified for salvation, and they're not qualified to serve the Lord. They're going to be serving Satan. So only women that understand the will of the Lord are going to be saved. Only those women. All right, so if you're into all the brands and all that shit, the Lord is going to destroy you. If you into all of the high-end cars, that it's a have to be. You have to have it. All right, you're going to be destroyed. You're going to die here in Babylon. All right.
Yep. Some women won't deal with you just because you drive a certain car.
Yeah, you drive an economy car. You drive a Toyota.
Yeah.
You drive a Honda. You drive a Hyundai. You might have a SUV or a compact sedan or a full-size sedan. All right.
Yeah.
You have to have a Mercedes. You got to have a higher-end Lexus.
Yeah.
All right. You got to have an Audi. And if they're not sure, then they're gonna run away. Oh, I can't figure this guy out. I gotta get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
I don't know about your job. I don't know how much they pay. That means I can't figure it out. Oh, she gonna get the fuck out of here. These are the women that are going to be not delivered. They're not gonna be delivered. Right? Simple as that. Good.
Yeah. Because a woman, a woman will leave you for anything nowadays, man. You could be doing everything right. She could like, you drive a Toyota? He's not, quote unquote, pleasing me sexually or, anything like that. A woman will find a way to be promiscuous, man. And date other men, deal with a whole bunch of men. All right.
So yeah, I got the article. So it says dating rules vary from country to country.
Read the header.
Oh, the header. So it says the history of dating and romance. So going into this article, kind of getting to the point, it says dating rules vary from country to country. That is why Russian dating differs from the American or Western European dating culture. It says we decide to gain insight into the evolution of romantic relationships and trace its history back to the 19th century. It says you must be interested why a romantic meeting with a person you like is called a date. The word first appeared in a newspaper article at the end of the 19th century. It was used in the meaning of the date on the calendar when a person has a romantic, how do you pronounce that?
Romantic.
Rendezvous. Yeah, it says the date on the calendar when a person has a romantic rendezvous. It says there wasn't such a thing as dating 200 years ago.
There you go. That's the point. There wasn't a such thing as dating 200 years ago because it stems in prostitution.
Yeah.
When women became more free, that's when this dating thing came on the scene. All right? And I did a lesson on marriage, and it goes back to Roman Empire, Greco-Roman Empire. We got women thumbs down in the video. Because they basically wanted to have you tied to the state. They wanted to bind you under the contract of the state, to the government. All right, these are women that's not going to be not going to be delivered. They got 100% destruction rate. All right, because they don't understand the scriptures. They don't understand what the will of the Lord is. The will of the Lord is not for you to bind yourself with the state, with the damn woman. All right, you're binded to the woman. You are the Lord and Master. She should be catering to you, worshiping you. You're the King, you're Lord. All right, if she don't respect you like that, she might be destroyed. It's very likely that she's going to be destroyed. She don't think you like that. Even if she don't like your ass, she got to respect you. All right.
So it says there wasn't such a thing as dating 200 years ago, since marriages were arranged by parents. It says they were interested in the financial status of a would-be bride or groom because they wanted that marriage to benefit their whole family. Things changed in the early 1900s when gentlemen became the ones who initiated a relationship. A gentleman would come to a lady's house where their first date took place. A woman was necessarily accompanied by a chaperone. Their further dates were held in the same way until
These are Edomites. These are Caucasian Khazars, cave people.
Yep.
They came out the caves, cleaned themselves up, shaved some of their hair off, and then changing the nature of family and relationships. Remember, these are Edomites. All right, Jakes didn't start this shit. All right? Yep.
It says a woman was necessarily accompanied by a chaperone. Their further dates were held in the same way until they felt a romantic interest in each other. After that, a man proposed to a woman. It says at the outset of the 20th century, women could be arrested for dating. Men walking in the streets with women.
Yep, read that again.
It says at the outset of the 20th century, women could be arrested for dating. Men.
Why? Because prostitution. If your country or area did not legalize prostitution, then this was more than likely a thing. You could be arrested for dating. All right? Look.
So it says at the outset of the 20th century, women could be arrested for dating. Men walking in the streets with women, buying them food and flowers were a new phenomenon. So the authorities didn't know how to react. It says it resembled prostitution so much that they could charge women with it.
Yeah, there you go.
So I thought we was bullshit when we said dating goes back to prostitution. Dating goes back to prostitution. And give me the law of marriage. He shall endow him to be his wife. Deuteronomy or Leviticus. Endow. How you spell endow? And go Exodus 22 and 16.
Exodus 22 and 16. Let's look at Exodus 22 and 16. It says, and if a man entice a maid that is not betrothed and lie with her.
Yeah, entice meaning what? Talk to, look up entice. Like persuade, I believe that means, right? That's how you're supposed to get a wife. Alright? This is the normal way to get a wife now. Alright? You can be arranged by the parents, or it can be this way. You can meet a woman in public, talk to her, you like each other, and say, you know, I want you to be my wife. Entice.
Yeah, that word entice comes off. It's saying to be spacious, be open, be wide. To make spacious, make open. To be simple, entice, deceive, persuade. To be open-minded, be simple, naive, entice, deceive. To be deceived, be gullible.
Yeah, it means to persuade.
They say to persuade, seduce.
You might even lie to.
Yeah.
You know, say you got something that you don't have.
Yeah.
You know, so the man entice a maid. So read scripture. You got more?
Yeah, say to persuade, seduce. You know, women like to be seduced. You know, to deceive. Yeah, that's pretty much it, though.
Yeah, and she might do this nowadays. She might do those things to you.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, stare at you, give you what they call choosing signals or whatever.
God, yeah.
You know, and then you go over and then you make the approach, or she might even approach you. In the day, during the Mad Max time, women are going to be approaching you. I already seen it in the vision. It's going to happen. They're going to be begging you to learn the law. All right? They're going to be begging you to learn the law. All right? Order. The law is go back to order. All right? Instruction. Dictation. All right? Continue.
Yep. Exodus 22:16. And if a man entice a maid that is not betrothed and lie with her, he shall surely endow her to be his wife. All right. So yeah, when I believe when Isaac when he was with Rachel, I believe wasn't it Rachel who came on to him first, or was it
No,
the other way
it was a
around?
wife. It was a wife for Isaac. It was a wife
yeah.
for Isaac. The servant.
Wife for Isaac, yeah.
Abraham's servant went to go find a wife for Isaac.
Okay, God, yeah. And what did Isaac do? You know, he didn't take her to no crazy restaurant or give her. No, he took her to that, to that tent, man. All right. It say Exodus 22:17. It says, if her father utterly refused to give her unto him, he shall pay money according to the dowry of virgins.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty much it, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's how you get a wife. Right? Now we said if you lie with her, they already had sex.
Yeah.
This is why you gotta keep your daughters in. Alright? You have to keep your daughters in. So if you entice her and they have sex, you're supposed to pay the father. So either way you gotta pay the father. So according to the law, either way you gotta pay the father. But now you got a daughter that's already been penetrated.
Yeah.
So that's fucked up. That's in the law. So you gotta keep your daughters in. You gotta lie, what marry, you marry. So whatever you gotta do, or keep them in.
Yeah. Nowadays,
Keep her in. Yeah.
Nowadays, even if you're in the truth, your brother in the truth, we don't have that type of authority over our children, man.
Yeah, over our women, over our family, period.
Yeah,
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
These children aren't our children, man.
Yeah, they belong to the state, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, they want to shoot them up with drugs when they come out newborn.
Yep.
They want to circumcise them immediately. You're supposed to, by the law, say the 8th day.
Yep.
Circumcise on the 8th day, but they, all of us are circumcised the same day. So. But at least we're circumcised.
Yeah.
I believe the 8th day. I believe the penis is more right for surgery. I believe that's what it is versus newborn. The 8th day is better for the surgery.
Yep.
Right? So that's how you don't got to take a woman out to a damn a 5-star restaurant. Spend $250, $400. That's fucking stupid. This is why you guys are broke. All right. Most of us are not making $150,000 a year. All right. 100K, 130, and we're living well below our means. No, we might be making that, but the lifestyle we have takes a lot of that up, so we can't be affording every 4 days a week going to a damn get prepared meals, making the damn restaurant rich. All right, this is why money goes into the so-called community and right the fuck back out. All right, just leave these women alone. Just use them for whatever. But don't take them seriously. I wouldn't even engage. All right, just leave them. You look at them like, wow, okay, then leave them alone. All right, you go on the women that are more humble and the more family oriented. More about so-called generational wealth, but this kingdom will be destroyed. Had to have that mindset, not the mindset of eating at the restaurants every day. All right?
Yeah.
So go back to the article.
So continue on the article. It says, interesting fact, dating promoted cosmetics because it says decent women didn't wear.
Go back up to the arrested.
Oh, come on. It says, at the outset of the 20th century, women could be arrested for dating. Men walking in the streets with women, buying them food and flowers were a new phenomenon. So the authorities didn't know how to react. It resembled prostitution so much that they could charge women with it.
Because it is prostitution. It resembled prostitution so much that they could be arrested. It was it was like a facsimile. All right? Because it is. Because basically, You're getting together and you're spending money on somebody and you might not ever see him again. That's prostitution.
Yeah.
Basically, they're selling themselves. It means prostitution means to stand before, I believe. Right? So you're standing, you at the date, standing before, spending money. So you can either have sex or you cannot have sex, but the money was spent.
Yeah.
That's prostitution.
That's why the scriptures, is very strict on you have a wife, all right? It's not really such thing as a divorce where you could separate from that woman. Depending on certain special circumstances.
Mainly adultery.
Yeah, mainly adultery, or something like that. But divorcing your wife and her going to the next man immediately after she leaves you, or you leave her, that's adultery, man. That's not really a thing.
Yeah.
All right, unless that man dies, all right, that woman has to stay with that man, or just be single on her own.
Right, yeah. If a woman get fat, she loses a leg, an eye, you can't divorce her.
Yeah, because that's why the scriptures say.
You can't divorce her.
That's why the scriptures have laws like that. If you have a wife, that you hate, you can't just put her off. All right, and then to the streets, you still gotta keep her in and take care of her, things like that. I believe Jacob had a Leah, and
he wanted Rachel,
yeah, he wanted Rachel. All right, but he didn't really like Leah like that. Even though that was his wife, all right, he couldn't just put her off. All right, so he kept her. All right. So.
Yeah, and that proves right there because Leah and Rachel were both like 10s, but he liked Rachel better. That proves that in the coming destruction, before the fire comes, the Mad Max time, you're gonna have gorgeous women that are gonna be just rejected. All right, they're not gonna be fit for marriage to the elect man, because they're not of the elect. The only women that are gonna be saved are gonna be the elect lady. You get 1 Timothy 2. And finish reading that.
So it says, an interesting fact, dating promoted cosmetics. Decent women didn't wear. It says decent women didn't wear makeup. Their clean faces were the sign of nobility. Only actresses and prostitutes use cosmetics.
There you go. That's why when you see women with the extensions, hair weave extensions, the wigs, just certain clothes, stripper clothes, those go back to the adult entertainers. All right? Tight pants, the ass sticking out and all that. The high heel shoes. All right? The hair, the makeup, the eyebrows, all that goes back to actors and entertainers. So they're basically dressing like whores on TV. Dressing like actors. Because the actor has to wear a wig sometimes. Because the amount of stuff they're doing, they have to have their hair a certain way. So they would just put a wig on to make it quicker and faster. So they're emulating actors and entertainers. So they basically think that they're these high-level women, high-status women. All right? So you got a woman that's high-minded like that, they're not fit for biblical marriage. All right? And the man makes the rules, the man leads. All right? And during these times, you're going to get second Ezra's, you're going to need men that have strong leadership skills and know the scriptures that are going to survive these coming calamities. All right? Because it's not going to be safe to walk up and down the streets. You damn sure ain't going to know the rest of them. What?
So it says the makeup industry wanted to popularize their products, so they advertised them as a tools for making women more beautiful and feminine. In the 1920s, dating entered into the state of going out. This can be explained by the fact that young people it says this can be explained by the fact that young people became more independent from their parents. Daters went to a dance or an amusement park. Probably the most popular date venue was a movie theater. Dating multiple people became a new trend during that period.
Yeah. That's how you know you got parents that actually care about your activity. Is when, even when you get older in your early 20s, they're worried about you going out and spending the night over other people's houses. That's how you know that there's at least some structure there. Right, as a woman. And then you treat the children that you think are more incompetent, with more rules and more, and you know, you treat your children different. You don't treat all your children the same. You know, sometimes you have a more competent child, you might give them a little more liberty. Right. Continue.
So it says, after World War II, it was popular for, it says it was popular to ask girls out.
And that's how you know that America is going down when it comes to the spirit. It tells you idolatry, blasphemy, the pureness of Babylon. That's all. It used to be America used to run things a certain way, but now America's losing its moral fiber. That's what I'm trying to say. The morality, the so-called righteous morality. All right, they're losing the appearance of that. And it started, I think, in the 20s or the late 1800s.
It says after World War II, it was popular to ask girls out over the phone. Dates often happen not tete-a-tete, but in public places, among other young people. It says young people talk much to get to know each other better. If the format of a day required money, men always were the ones who paid.
Yep, all right, start there and then read the scripture, 13th verse, 14th verse.
1 Timothy 2:14. It says, and Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in the transgression. Notwithstanding, she shall be saved in childbearing if they continue in faith and charity and holiness with sobriety.
That's the way the women are going to be saved. All right, and if she don't believe, when she see the miracles, that might make her believe.
Yeah.
Psalms 110. So if you got a woman that's an unbeliever, or you just didn't tell her anything, all right? Either one, you told her and she didn't believe, or you didn't tell her anything, so she don't believe. When she see the miracles, she's going to believe that she's of the elect. All right? More than likely, if she with you, and she stayed with you, she's probably of the elect. All right? But a lot of those women that divorced you, left you, for whatever reason, all right, more than likely they're not of the elect. All right? And the Lord caused that to happen. More than likely, she was holding you back from coming to your full power as a man and a prophet. So the Lord had to let her go, so to speak. All right. I'll continue with the. Was that pretty much in order?
Yeah, it just goes into Jesus.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So dating is basically so similar to prostitution that you could be arrested for it. Because dating goes back to prostitution. So you really ain't supposed to be dating. You're supposed to just meet the girl, meet the woman. All right. Talk on the phone, video chat, get together once, time, maybe twice, and y'all should be in a relationship or whatever is done, get done. All right. All right. Go. That was it on Timothy. Read the 13th verse.
1 Timothy 2:13. It says, "For Adam was first formed, then Eve."
All right, so Adam was first formed, then Eve. So the woman's the helpmate. All right, so the only way the woman's going to be saved is going to be in childbearing. All right, in a relationship with the elect man. So at the proper time, the elect lady, give me the elect lady. 2 John or 3 John 1. First elect lady.
Yeah. 2 John 1:1. Take the elder unto the elect lady and her children, whom I love in the truth, and not I only, but also all they that have known the truth, for the truth's sake, which dwelleth in us and shall be with us forever.
Okay, so you have elect women, all right? Elect women that actually believe.
Yeah.
All right? And if you don't believe when you see the miracle, Psalms 110. Thy people shall be willing. Give me that, Psalms 110. Thy people shall be willing in the day of that power.
Got the Greek word for elect.
Yeah, go. Then we're going to go into Ezra.
Time.
You saw it in the world, then coming destructions and all that. What?
So it says the Greek word for elect within 2 John chapter 1 and 1. It's the Greek word electos, which means picked out, chosen by the Most High to obtain salvation through Hamashiach. Also says choice, select, i.e. the best of its kind or class, excellence, preeminent.
Best of its kind. All right, so you got the list of places not to go on the first date. So if a woman agrees to that list, they're not of the elect. They're not of the elect. Their mind is totally gone somewhere else. The only hope you might have is you believe when you see the miracles. And even if you believe, you gotta be of the elect. All right? But we know the attributes of what a 2/3 looks like. All right, and that's a prime example, all right, of you not being of the elect, having a mindset like that. All right, and again, if you have a certain diet, that's we get that. But the point of that list is she's trying to say that you're not taking her to a cheap place or to a regular place everybody else goes. That's what she's ultimately trying to say. All right.
There's another list to say list of men that don't need to be dated.
Oh yeah, I got that. Read that.
It says men with toddlers or younger, men that live with their mom, men that live with their baby mom, DL men, men that don't have a valid driver's license, men that bank with Cash App, men that sag their pants, men that don't take care of their kids, men that
those are all
women.
men that they qualify for.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's all men. That's all men they qualify for. You don't like Cheesecake Factory, or Wingstop,
yeah.
or a chain restaurant.
Yeah, men will have their so-called
Bank with Cash App. I'll bank with Cash
They'll
App.
be in jail or be in the streets.
At several
know.
banks.
Yeah.
Several banks. I only got one bank. Men that bank with Cash App. Okay. Hey, good. Again, these women don't qualify. They don't qualify. Exactly what they said. That's exactly what they qualify for.
Yeah.
That's projection. Yeah. Anything else?
Yeah, it's more. They say men that don't own a suit, men that live in motels, men that want to hold a couple dollars until they get paid.
Yes, they qualify for all that. Those are the same women that qualify for all that. Live in motels, got a book bag with all your belongings in there and shit. You go to hotel to motel to motel.
Yeah.
That's who they qualify
when
for.
shit hit the fan, these gonna be the type of men they gonna look for, man.
Yeah.
They're not gonna be able to qualify for the true high value man.
Well, matter of fact, they can go take the chip.
They
can go take the chip, and that's no guarantee that you're even gonna get resources. Esau's the devil anyway. You could die before you get to the green zone, where they got the MREs, the meals ready to eat. You know?
Yeah, and I just read it in Isaiah 13 and 12 to read it again. It says, I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man that golden wedge of Ophir.
Yeah, that's the most precious gold on the earth. Golden wedge of Ophir. Is that what that means? Like the ashes or something like that? Ophir? I believe that's the gold that was in the New World.
Yeah.
Either in America, the islands or whatever. The Caribbean islands, America.
Yeah, it means reducing the ashes.
The ashes. That's the gold of the New World. Right? So, the most precious gold on earth. Alright? That's what men of the elect are going to be worth. Because what we looked at as shining like the sun.
I got the Hebrew word.
Yeah.
So the Hebrew word for precious is yakor, which means to esteem, be prized, be valuable, be precious.
Who's a prize?
Be costly, be appraised.
Be appraised.
Yeah, so something that's completely priceless. Invaluable, or literally valuable, right? Valuable.
Yeah, so the woman's not the prize. So basically, you really it's good for entertainment. Bitches saying what they want and all that. Pretty much to live decent, But, you gotta at least make that. After taxes falling about. And live okay. Alright? So if you are focused on just getting money and living a good life, you're not of the elect. Alright? You gotta be converted and healed and put that shit off. That's gonna lead you to get down. It's good to make money, be business-like and all that. But you do that, and you understand what the will of the Lord is. You gotta do the work. Don't forget your first love. But the women, they're not scriptural. They believe this kingdom is going to continue forever. That's not it. You gotta have rooted and grounded. Get that precept too. But you know with your definitions?
Yeah, precept.
You'll get Psalms 110.
This
rooted and grounded.
This is Psalms 110 and 3, it say, thy people shall be willing in the day of thy power, in the beauties of holiness from the womb of the morning, thou hast the dew of thy youth.
All right, look up voluntariness. Willing. It should be voluntariness. Willing, then we should say something like voluntariness. Voluntary, we already know what that means. They'll be coming to you, bending unto you, begging you. Men and women, not just women. Men gonna be begging too. They're gonna be fucking starving. Their stomach's gonna be. All right, they're gonna be wanting fruit juice, 100% fruit squeezed blackberry juice, squeezed apple juice. They're gonna be wanting that. All right, they're gonna be wanting food. They're gonna be wanting roasted chicken. They're gonna be wanting greens, vegetables, dried fruit, nuts and berries, balsamic dressing. They're gonna be wanting all that stuff. Hard-boiled eggs, steak. Right?
Yeah.
They're gonna be wanting that. And look, and if you're not of the elect, you ain't gonna get it. All right? What?
Yep. That word Hebrew, nadavah, it say voluntariness, free will offering, voluntary offering. So
yeah, voluntariness. Yeah. They're gonna be willing to be obedient, to follow instructions. Thy people shall be willing. So that means men and women. Thy people, not just women, men and women. Thy people shall be willing. That the power, mainly the other elect. All right. And you have other ones that are not elect. They're gonna be willing too. But if you ain't of the elect, it don't matter what the hell you do. All right? Sing songs, dance, jump up and down like a damn gorilla, do tricks and all that. If you're not of the elect, you are not going to be saved. All right, the Lord's going to, how shall I rise down when we are those men? The Lord's going to give us the power to distinguish who's who. And we're going to move forward from safety to safety. The name of the Lord is a strong tower, and righteous run into it and it's safe. You know, whether we be on the run, every area, whether the chariot's going to pick us up, put us down, like he did Philip when he baptized the Israelite eunuch from Ethiopia, and he disappeared out of his sight. That was the chariot that picked him up, made him disappear. All right? Yep. So whether Yahweh shot it's safe, it's secure like that. When the Maccabees got guarded by the angels during the battle, you're not of the elect. The Lord ain't gonna protect you. You're gonna be out there exposed with no hedge.
Right? Isaiah 65 and 13. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed.
There's going to be a lot of people who's going to be that shame, that regret, right? Men and women, right? Because you got men walking past us, seeing what we're doing, right? Trying to wake our people up, right? You know about Shimei Amashai. Yeah. Trying to wake up the elect. You see, you got other women coming past, being proud, right? And things of that nature. So once the shit hit the fan, man, you know, they both gonna be ashamed because they know what they should have been doing, you know.
Spiritual development, you know, living a quiet life, you know, making your money doing it, done. Come out on your camp day, all right. If you're a woman in the faith, you're watching the videos, you know, and being a so-called good wife, right? Not being the head. All right. The scriptures say, of course, not broken, made it headstrong. Find that for yourself.
He that maketh too much of his son shall bind up his wounds, and his vows will be troubled at every cry. And horse not broken becometh headstrong, and the child lift himself willful.
Yeah. So you gotta break the horse's spirit. Alright, so trained in a certain way so we can continue the things that we learn. We're all trained from 2007, 2011, you know, the other brothers. All right, I started others in 2007, July. All right, and at that moment I had my training for 3 years. Brother that was teaching. All right. So, in other words, I had to learn. I had to get rid of my old self and learn the new way, which is the correct way. Put off the ideas of hell, burning in hell forever. I had to put that shit off. Become a new man. And it took me a while before we get in it. Alright? So, what I say it again? Contrite spirit? Yeah, read that.
Yeah, Psalms 34.
Look up those words. Yeah, Psalm 34. Yeah, that's a good chapter.
And 17, it says, the righteous cry, and the Lord heareth, and delivereth them out of all their troubles. The Lord is nigh unto them that are of a broken heart, and saveth such as be of a contrite spirit.
Yeah, he's broken. He's broken.
Contrite means Hebrew word dakat. Dakat meaning dust.
Dust.
Yeah, just dust, crushed.
Crushed. Yep.
Literally powder, or figuratively contrite.
Yeah, so we had to serve the Lord with that. Meaning our minds are continuously operating on, you know, how we can do better. And as you mature, you develop a system to be able to easily get that done.
Yeah.
You know? But when you're young, you kind of don't know how to easily get that done. When you're younger, it's kind of like you got to figure things out and you got to make time and all that. Now, as you mature in the faith, you already have the apparatus already set up. So basically, you just fall right into it and get it done. You know? That's the same thing with a lot of things. You know, you got to figure out when to go grocery shopping. If you have a system already set up, you already know how to do it. You know?
Yep. Also goes back to the verb, literally dakat or daka'a, well, it'll be dakat, meaning to crush. It says literally be broken, break in pieces, bruise, destroy, beat to pieces. So yeah, literally to be crushed, to be broken in spirit.
So read that verse again, Psalms 34.
Yeah. Psalms 34 and 18. The Lord is nigh to them that are of a broken heart, and saveth such as be of a contrite spirit.
Yep. Nigh into them. Look up nigh. Nigh. Nigh.
You got it?
Yeah, I got it.
You go back to where you are.
God, so God, it says Hebrew word for nigh is kwawarawab, meaning near a place of time, a personal relationship, kinship.
Personal relationship. Yeah, you gotta have a personal relationship with Yahweh Shah. Alright? As a man. Alright? Well, as an Israelite, but with your woman you have to serve the husband. Alright? Follow what the scriptures say. You should be asking us no questions. Alright? Information is already available, it's free. As long as you can read, alright, you should be able to serve your husband correctly.
I got one more good one. It's in Isaiah. So Isaiah 66 and 1. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, the heaven is my throne, and the earth is my footstool. Where is the house that ye build unto me, and where is the place of my rest? It says, for all those things hath mine hand made, and all those things have been, saith the Lord Yahweh. But through this man will I look, even to him that is poor and of a contrite spirit, and trembleth on my word.
Yeah, give me Corinthians 11 and 1. And trembleth at my word. Yeah, so you gotta be focused. Right? Like a fireplace, focus over, go back to the fireplace first. You gotta intensely focused on what your duty is in the faith.
It's a good word for that. Tremble. God, so it says Hebrew word, going back to the root word, harad, meaning literally what to tremble, quake, move about, be afraid. And it says to be anxiously careful.
Most women in America, most men, they don't even have that mindset to serve the Lord with fear and trembling, serve their husband, fear and trembling.
Yeah.
Their mind is just too wrong. So really, ain't nothing you're going to do. You just got to get a woman that's not like that. Get a young woman. The older they are, the more like you dating a woman your age, especially if you're in your mid-30s, more you pretty much dating a fucking man. So, when you're 35, you can have a woman that's like 22, 25. So, otherwise, you date, pretty much dating another fucking man in America. So, 11 and 1 Corinthians. Was it more than that?
No, that's
Corinthians 11 and 1. And then we're going to go into Ezra's. Esau in the world, Jacob in the follow. We're going to some destruction scriptures.
1 Corinthians 11 and 1. Be ye followers of me, even as I am, even as I also am of Hamashiach. Now I praise you, brethren, that ye remember me in all things and keep the ordinances as I delivered them to you.
Yeah, and keep the ordinances. I mean, the words that we say, the prophecies, the doctrines, keep them, hold on to them, practice them, remember them, and they're going to come to pass. Whether the prophecies, the law, order, keep them and absorb them and become a willing servant of Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai. All right, the Father Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, the Son. You can't just be saying Yahweh's name. All right, but Yahweh Shai, you can't get to Yahweh. All right, you got to serve Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai, Lord will. You say Lord will, that's Yahweh Shai, not Yahweh. Lord will is Yahweh Shai. All right. Good.
Verse 3, it say, "But I will have you know that the head of every man is Hamashiach, and the head of the woman is the man."
Yeah, the head of the woman is the man. That's the order. What?
And the head of Hamashiach is Yahweh.
It's Yahweh. All right. Now, if you really think you're righteous, you would have your head covered too. You're righteous if you really believe that you are under the authority of your husband. Go down to power over head. Because the Lord ordained it. It doesn't say it explicitly in the law that the woman has to have her head covered. But that's our tradition. All right, then look up XCC, power. And go down to what it's talking about prior to the woman covering her head to authority to her husband.
Yeah.
Lord, read the verse.
It says, 1 Corinthians 11, we'll start at 8. It says, "For the man is not of the woman, but the woman of the man."
Yeah, the man is not of the woman, but the woman comes from the man. What?
It say, "Neither was the man created for the woman, but the woman for the man."
The woman was created for the man, all right, as a helpmeet. What?
It says, "For this cause ought the woman to have power on her head because of the angels."
Right, so that was a tradition that the Lord sent down to men. The woman is supposed to cover her head. Right, and that shows the authority of the husband. All right, so look up power, exousia, and go down to the bottom.
Yep.
It says proprietary and all that.
I got it. So the Greek word for power within 1 Corinthians 11 and 10
Exousia.
is exousia, meaning a sign of the husband's authority over his wife, i.e. the veil with which propriety required a woman to cover herself.
Yeah, and you look up old pictures, even in America, you'll see them Edomite women with their head covered. And damn dresses with the apron over it, and they'll have their head covered. Like the Amish, even Mennonite people, they you see them with their hair covered.
Yeah, and I got a quick account.
Yeah, what?
It says Susanna 1 and 31. Now Susanna was a very delicate woman, and beauteous to behold.
Because when your hair is uncovered, then you're probably uncovered out in the world. All right, you're probably a prostitute. Well,
It says, and these wicked men commanded to uncover her face, for she was covered, that they might be filled with her beauty.
Yeah. See? Women were covered. And that was a war, and she was royalty, right? That was what account you read from?
Susanna.
Susanna? Yeah, I forget that account.
Yeah, I guess the
royalty?
Yeah, I guess the wicked men, trying to basically take Susanna
take her, and then when they failed that, they try to basically condemn her, basically before the judges in Israel. So for their lust's sake, they want to basically uncover Susanna right there.
Right. Yeah, that's why you should, as a woman, be guided to a husband by so-called community, your group or whatever, in biblically, not on some of this just fuck around. Biblically, for a long-term relationship, which is marriage, right? Biblically, right? And you don't have to do anything elaborate, have a ceremony, nothing like that. We're not in those times where people having elaborate ceremonies. You get together, you got us married. Right? Don't break up, follow his orders. You should be a competent man. You should be able to have spiritual eye to see. Right? And if you don't, you got to get somebody else that does. Have him pick out a man for you. Right? So where are we going to? Ezra. 6, saw the end of the world. And then Ezra 15. Ezra 16. Home invasions, get the home invasion scripture, get up to 6 and 9. I believe it's 7, 6 and 9.
Yep.
Esau is the end.
So it says, Second Esdras.
I'll start up a little above that.
Second Esdras 6 and 7. It says, Then answered I and said, What shall be the parting asunder of the times? Or when shall be the end of the first, and the beginning of it that followeth? And he said unto me, From Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world,
Genesis 25. Good.
and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
Good.
The hand of the man is betwixt the heel and the hand. Other question, Esdras, asked thou not.
Yeah, so when he grabbed, when Jacob grabbed Esau's heel, all right, in Genesis 25, all right, we can read the account. Read the account. That represented Jacob having dominion at the end. The heel represents the end. Jacob having dominion at the end. That also goes into Genesis also. That's like Bruce's head, he should lose that heel, something like that. All the way around.
I mean, even right here.
Yeah,
It says, Genesis 25 and 23, the Lord Yahweh said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels.
Yep.
And the one people shall be stronger than the other people. And the elder,
Jacob's going to be stronger than Esau in the end. Well, in the beginning and in the end. But in the middle, Esau is going to reign. What?
Yep. It says, and the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger.
Right. The elder, which is Esau, shall serve the younger, which is Jacob. Right. Well, the scripture says, them that were younger than I have eaten prison. Is that Job?
Yeah.
Them that I would not have 70 dogs in my flock.
Job 30.
Yeah, they're 30. Them that younger. I get that. And so Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. Oh, did it say about the hill yet?
Not yet.
Yeah, well, matter of fact, about the hill.
Okay. It says Genesis 24, or 25 and 24. And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, it says, behold, there were twins in her womb, and the first came out red all over like an hairy garment, and they...
Meaning that he was, the blood shone through his skin. All right? What?
And they called his name Esau. It says, and after that came out his brother. It says, and after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold on Esau's heel.
That's what it means. Jacob took hold of Esau's heel. So they were fighting in the womb, and that represents Jacob in the end having dominion over Esau. All right? That's why Esau, he stole our identity. All right? He called himself the tribe of Judah, which he's not. He's a nation of Edom from its various different tribes. All right? Esau, Edom, which was not chosen. Neither was Ishmael. So they make up the Arabs, which Arab means mixed. So that means some of them are Ishmael, and some of them might be Assyrians, Elam, Esau. And Arab means mixed. Syrian, Aram, All right. That there might be someone might be Kush.
Yeah, it says, and after that came out his brother, or it says came his brother out, and his hand took hold on Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob, and Isaac was 80 years old when she bare them.
80 years old, 60. So he was 60 years old when he had his first children. All right? So don't let the women out there on the internet tell you that you don't have time to produce children. They got a finite timeline.
Yeah.
You don't. All right. And if you stay healthy, exercise, take the right herbs, you can still get up and you can still explode in the damn womb. All right. Because you gotta, because the earth is weaker now, so men got weaker, so we gotta do more things. But even Jacob didn't have to have the mandrakes to decrease that sexual desire, so he could lay with his wife. All right? It was so-called aphrodisiac. All right? Women had the timeline. Men, Isaac gave birth to his first children at 60 years old. All right? Women, they got till 35, 40 maybe. I believe when they go to the early 30s, that's when they start going to menopause, something like that. Yeah, so the timeline of a man is like 5 times longer than a woman. Really, really infinite. Until as long as he can get an erection and he got his stones, he can expel his seed.
Yeah, because what, sperm's created literally every day, right?
Yeah, and I think every 15 minutes, I heard testosterone is released into your blood. Like every 15 minutes. So, explode, and then you wait for a while, and it goes back, right? Even if you don't, explode, so to speak, you go through cycles every 15 minutes, man, with testosterone. Right?
So I mean, you even have lots of daughters, right? Basically, get in real quick. Yeah, it says in Genesis 19:30, and Lot went up out of Zoar and dwelt in the mountain, and his 2 daughters with him, for he feared to dwell in Zoar, and he dwelt in the cave, he and his 2 daughters. It says, and the firstborn said unto the younger, our father is old, and there is not a man in the earth to come in unto us after the manner of all the earth. And of course we know what, they were doing, incest, of course, before the Lord, of course, mandated that incest was not to happen anymore. Of course, that was happening back then because, of course, the earth was in a state of it needing to be populated. But yeah.
Yeah, I read that says testosterone levels oscillate every 15 to 20 minutes in men, and also follows daily, seasonal, and annual rhythms. 24 hours. Men have a 24-hour cycle where their testosterone levels are highest in the morning and lowest at night. So we got a 24-hour cycle. Women got like a 30-day cycle or something like that,
yeah,
menstrual. Ours is a 24-hour cycle. So our vitality is still greater. So that means we're biologically and spiritually superior. That's the way we were created. This is why we were designed to lead. Right? And the only women that we're going to lead, and the only men we're going to lead are men and women that want to be led. Right? That are going to take orders, follow instructions. Well, what you got? We're done with others. 6.
Yeah, that's
good at others 15. The bridegroom's going to be destroyed. In Matthew 24. Men dropped down to the street. want you to build upon
Oh.
fair.
The
So
bridegroom's,
don't start from
yeah, the
there.
bridegroom's,
Start with
the bridegroom scripture, right?
yeah.
And Esdras. So it says, 2nd Esdras chapter 16 and 32, it says, and the earth shall be laid waste, and the fields thereof shall wax old, and her ways and her, it says, and all her paths shall grow full of thorns, because no man shall travel there through. The virgins shall mourn, having no bridegrooms. The women shall mourn, having no husbands. Their daughters shall mourn, having no helpers.
Yeah, they're going because they're not of the elect. All right, the ones that mourn are not of the elect. All right, save the ones who are the elect that are going to be mated with elect men. All right, but the majority are going to be mourning because they're going to be getting ravished and taken to work in men's houses, forced labor. All right, they're going to do whatever they want to in there. Damn houses or holes in the walls, or in damn woods. What?
Gone. So it says,
They're gonna mourn. That's like a bitter, sighing, cry, sadness, great sadness, not nothing lightweight, like heavy, deep despair, mourning.
yeah, I mean, what, in Matthew chapter 24 and 30, it says, when the Lord comes back, all the tribes of the earth will mourn. When you get that word for mourn, it literally means to bewail, to lament, to wail. So those are literally what, strong forms of weeping, right?
Yeah.
It says 2nd Esdras 16 and 34, and the wars shall their bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish of famine. Yeah, exactly. So in the wars shall their bridegrooms be destroyed. So again, these, hey, the elect women, the non-elect women, the elect, of course, the women that are not chosen by the Lord, they're literally gonna lack protection, literally have no protection at all. So to read it again, it says 2nd Esdras chapter 16 and 34, and the wars shall the bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish of famine. Hear now these things and understand them, ye servants of the Lord. It says, behold, the word of the Lord, receive it. Believe not the gods of whom the Lord spake. Yep. It says, behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack. As when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son, within 2 compass her womb, with pain, which pains, when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment. Exactly. So the Lord commanded us to receive these things, to literally think upon these things that are near to come. What the scriptures also say, to be circumspect, right? Because literally the times that we're in right now are evil. The days that we're in are evil, right? So that's why it's important to literally to apply these scriptures and also to consider these prophecies that are to come. So it says, 2nd Esdras chapter 16 and 39, it says, even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrows shall come upon it on every side. O my people, hear my word, make you ready to the battle, and in those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth.
Yeah, meaning you're a temporary inhabitant, right? Ready to leave, ready to go to the kingdom. All right. So you basically you understand you're moving forward in life, knowing that your stay is not going to be here. All right. Pilgrim. Look up pilgrim. Definition of pilgrim. Newcomer. I forget exactly what it means.
Yeah, it says pilgrim in the etymology.
Where you get a good definition from.
Got a scripture in the meantime.
Yeah, go.
This is Luke 9 and 62. And Yahweh Shah said unto him, no man having put his hand to the plow and looking back is fit for the kingdom of Yahweh.
Yeah, so you got to be consistent in teaching. Or you got to have the spirit in you. The spirit in you is going to think that's going to keep you active, mentally. If somebody telling you to do it, really ain't going to do too much. It really got to be in you. We're gonna have higher days, we're gonna have low days. But once you become familiar with the process, you'll be able to become an effective teacher, right? Even when you feel weak.
So it says pilgrim, going back to the 1200s, a person traveling to a holy place as a penance or to discharge some vow or religious obligation or seeking some miracle or spiritual benefit.
Yeah, so we're pilgrims. We want the kingdom to come, we're waiting for the kingdom to come, and we're not trying to prevent a third world war. We're not praying that a third world war don't take place. Now, we do believe in Armageddon, all right? Because when the Lord is going to bring that, the God of the Bible, Yahweh Shai, who the world calls Jesus Christ, which is that's not his name, he's the one that's going to bring war. All right?
Yep.
And that was it. Was there more on Ezra? I know it's a lot more, but we'll read a few more verses.
Gone.
You'll go to Gospel.
It says, 2 Ezra chapter 16 and 41, he that selleth, let him be as he that fleeth away, and he that buyeth as one that will lose.
Yeah, pilgrims, meaning we're ready to receive the kingdom. At this time, when will you restore the kingdom to Israel? All right? So we know when the prophecies come to pass. Implant the mark. Esau has to put his mark on the whole world. He has to distribute it through the whole world, within the so-called civilized regions, So when they receive that, when he's about to fill his belly, then that's when the angels are going to come. When the persecution starts, that's when the angels are going to come to secure the elect of Israel, and endow his servants with spiritual power.
Yep. Right? But the scriptures also say that he that liveth his life shall lose it, but he that hateth his life shall gain it unto life eternal.
Yeah.
Right? Basic paraphrasing. So it says, he that selleth, let him be as he that fleeth away, and he that buyeth as one that will lose. Yeah, because all these things are temporal, right? In Peter's, it says how literally all these things will be burned up in Babylon the Great. So all these things that we have right now currently are literally temporal. Literally all the things you see in this land of America is temporal, man. It's going to be dust soon. It says, 2 Ezra chapter 16 and 42, he that occupieth the merchandise as he that hath no profit by it, and he that buildeth as he that shall not dwell therein. He that soweth as if he should not reap, so also he that planteth the vineyard as he that shall not gather the grapes.
Right, yeah, when you look up Romans 7, that he'd give the wife as though he had no wife, I believe that's in there, Romans 7. So the prophets understood the spirit, all right, of how you're supposed to be and conduct yourself. All right, them that had wives as though they had none. All right, so Ezra said the same thing. So obviously Paul knew that same spirit that was going to happen in the last days. All right, he knew about the coming destruction.
Yeah, that's why the scripture says it's better to be in the house of mourning than the house of feasting.
Right.
Because we're supposed to be in the spirit of mourning, basically keeping a sober mindset, right? Yeah. A lot of these jakes, they completely follow out the truth and they go back into doing what they were doing, man. Becoming drunk again. Spiritually drunk, right? Yeah. So it says Romans 7 and Romans 7.
Go 1 Corinthians 7.
This 1 Corinthians 7.
28 or 29 or something.
1 Corinthians 7 and 28 or 27, it says, art thou bound unto a wife? Seek not to be loose. It says, art thou loose from a wife? Seek not a wife. But if thou marry, thou hast not sinned, and if a virgin marries, she hath not sinned. Nevertheless, such shall have trouble in the flesh, but I spare you. But this I say, brethren, the time is short, it remaineth that both they that have wives be as though they had none, and they that weep as though they wept not, and they that rejoice as though they rejoice not, and they that buy as though they possess not.
Right. Yeah, so you got to be in a pilgrim spirit, ready to receive the kingdom and ready to move to receive that kingdom. All right, and receive that spiritual power. All right, and we received the kingdom already spiritually because we know the knowledge of the truth. We had the truth. All right. Now you can hold up there. Gospel.
Yeah.
What chapter you in?
I'm in Luke 21, and I'll start at 25.
All right, go.
Luke 21 and 25, it say, and there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations with perplexity.
Distress of nations. We got Gaza, Ukraine, Russia, different proxy wars, earthquakes, floods. Good.
Yep. It say with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring, men's hearts failing them for fear and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth.
Yeah, that's how stressed men are going to be. So if men are that stressed, imagine how stressed out women are going to be. You just read in Ezra that they're going to be mourning because they had no husbands. All right, and you know the Judah, they're going to be, those women are going to be mourning. They're the main ones that don't have no men because they're too damn masculine. And they try to emulate the so-called white, the Edomite woman. All right, with the blonde hair and the weave and shit. All right, so that's like self-hate. I think that's self-hate. So they don't have no men because they don't have the spirit to humble themselves to be God-fearing women, and that's fine. We'll see them in the kingdom. All right, men's hearts failing them for fear. So we know the only people that are going to survive this are going to be the elect. All right, and there's going to be going to be millions of casualties. All right, some of them are going to take that chip and get some salvation temporarily, and some aren't. Some of them are going to die. All right, remember this is a totalitarian system that's going to be set up. All right, so Esau can do anything. All right, he can have you in doing anything. All right, with that implant. More?
Yeah, verse 26, men's heart filling them for fear and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken, and then
Esau.
Yep.
Esau, Edom, their power structure. Yep.
And then shall they,
which is their laws, their rule, their order. All right, that's their power. Yep.
and then shall they see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. And when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh.
All right, our redemption. All right, meaning our salvation. All right, did you have something? You know?
I got it. 1 Thessalonians chapter 5.
No, you can do that.
Gone. So, 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 and 1, but of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord shall come in as a thief in the night. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. But ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that day shall overtake you as a thief. Ye are the children of light, and the children of the day. We are not of the night, nor of darkness. It says, therefore let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. Yeah, so we already know what's coming. Of course, the Lord woke us up to the truth. You know, the Lord woke us up to these prophecies, and literally gave us the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. What the scriptures say in Isaiah chapter 33 and 6, how wisdom, knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and the strength of salvation. Thy strength of salvation, basically paraphrasing. Right? So all these things that the Lord's given us through the Spirit is going to be enough, literally, to guide us and to protect us within, within these upcoming times. That's why we're known as the children of light. It says we are not of the night nor of darkness. Yeah, like, these people who are asleep in this world, and obviously not coming back onto the truth. For the Israelites, the wicked Israelites who don't want to come back onto the truth. It says, verse 6, therefore let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. Yeah, and the Lord got us up on our watchtower, watching. as watchmen, are supposed to be watching for, these for evils to come. It says, and be sober. Verse 7, for they that sleep, sleep in the night, and they that be drunken are drunken in the night. Yep.
Yeah.
You get Isaiah 59:19. What you got?
I got something too. Just going on with that. Luke 17:26. It says, and as it was in the days of Noah, so shall it be also in the days of the Son of Man. So what happened, in the days of the flood, that's happening now. It say, they did eat, they drank, they married wives, they were given in marriage until the day that Noah entered the ark, and the flood came and destroyed them all. So these people are going to keep, being in that darkness, drunk with the Babylonian wine, until they get destroyed. But instead of, with the flood, it's going to be through thermonuclear destruction.
Yeah, it's going to be through fire, nuclear fire. It's not going to be no regular bonfire that's going to hit Babylon the Great. It's going to be a nuclear fire, man. But literally the most potent type of energy, hitting the souls of Babylon the Great, right?
Yeah. It say, verse 28, likewise, also as it was in the days of Lot, they did eat, they drank, they bought, they sold, they planted, they builded. So but the same day that Lot went out of Sodom, it rained fire and brimstone from heaven and destroyed them all. Even thus shall it be in the day when the Son of Man is revealed. So there you go. The same thing that happened in the flood with Lot. We warn you, to repent. I warn you of the destruction that's to come. These people are going to keep living their lives. These women are going to continue to be proud. These men are going to continue to be wicked. So they're going to do that all the way until the destruction. Just like those examples. But this is going to be the final and most devastating destruction. Until the kingdom is established.
Yeah, I was about to get Genesis, basically. Yeah, I'm trying to find it.
Get Isaiah 59:18.
God. It's the book of Isaiah 59, verse
18.
Verse 18. It says,
hold on. Read what you got. You got it?
Yeah, I got it. It says,
I'm going to read that last.
It says Genesis 18. So when you read this chapter, Abraham is basically asking the Lord, okay, so Lord, when basically the Lord gave him the information or the prophecy, literally, that Sodom and Gomorrah will be destroyed. Basically, Abraham is asking, okay, so, so if basically this amount of people of righteous people were in the land of Sodom and Gomorrah, would you still destroy it? Considering that there's righteous people in this land. Mm-hmm. And basically, Abraham started from what? He was starting, okay, Lord, so it says, peradventure, this Genesis 18:24, peradventure there be 50 righteous within the city, wilt thou also destroy and not spare the place for the 50 righteous that are therein? It says, that be far from thee to do after this manner, to slay the righteous with the wicked, and the righteous shall be as the wicked, that be far from thee. Shall not the judge of the earth do right? It says, and the Lord Yahweh said, if I find in Sodom 50 righteous within the city, then I will spare all the place for their sakes. And then when you keep on going down, Abraham even goes down to asking, for if there's 10 people, or basically 10 righteous people within Sodom and Gomorrah, that the Lord will so destroy it. And the Lord, again, it says, so verse 32, and he said, O Lord, let not the, it says, and he said, oh, let not the Lord be angry, and I will speak yet this once, peradventure 10 shall be found there. And he said, I will not destroy it for 10's sake. So it goes to show you, even within like Babylon the Great, basically how Shai himself said that only few shall be saved, right?
Right. Well, America's going to be spared until all the elect righteous are out.
Yeah, exactly.
You guys going to be destroyed, and you have Israelites that are all over the earth, on every continent. That by those nations aren't destroyed. All right. So, but when the elect are lifted up, from the area of America, that's when America is going to be completely engulfed in hellfire. All right, which is a grave fire, nuclear fire. As soon as the righteous leave. All right. So give me 18 first, 59:18. Start from there.
Book of Isaiah 59 and 18 say, according to their deeds, accordingly he will repay fury to his adversaries, recompense to his enemies. To the honest he will repay recompense. So shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west.
Yeah, so the Lord coming back for vengeance, recompense. Vengeance is mine, said he will repay. All right. So the Lord's not coming back to make peace with everybody. He's going to put them under his feet. What?
So they shall fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun.
You know, all over the earth. What?
When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him.
Yeah, enemies are coming like a flood, but that didn't happen yet. All right. All right. Well, you can say it happened, you know, during certain times, and the Lord secured Israel, but it's going to happen again. All right, during this last time, when the Lord is going to secure Israel again, like the Lord secured Judah, the Maccabees. All right, like the Lord secured Abraham. All right, and the nations are coming up against Israel, our ancestors. All right, the Lord lifted up a standard. Now this standard, okay, is going to be the most powerful standard that ever existed on earth before. All right, this is going to be a special standard, all right, because you're going to have 144,000 prophets that are going to receive power, and that are at least going to be shielded. All right, it's like a force field around them; they're not going to be touched. All right.
Yeah. And I want to add, because you know, this time is literally the worst.
Last time, yeah.
It's
worst.
literally the worst as it has been, you know, since the past, right? So Esau, you know, now he has his advanced technology. You know, he got his tanks.
Yeah, he can see farther. He can see through stuff. He couldn't do that before. Yeah.
Yep. You know,
see through walls and see from outer space.
Yeah, you know, he got his, you know, basically all these microwave weapons and stuff, right?
Yep.
It's gonna literally, you know, give you a heart attack.
Rail guns, yeah. Lasers.
Just by using some, you know, electromagnetic spectrum weapon.
Yeah, or he can put LSD on your doorknob. You can touch it and then fucking overdose, go into the fucking house and die.
Yeah.
Do that.
Yeah,
You put it in your car, you can put it on your car handle. Esau can do that. He can just kill you. If he really wanted to kill you, he could. But the Lord has a force field around us that's protected.
That's true.
You know,
The scripture said we should drink poison and live.
Yeah, because you know, Esau, you got his drones, man. You could easily just send completely 100% automated drone, you know, to take you out.
Yeah.
So literally, the Lord will have to rise up a standard.
Reaper drone, Hellfire missile. That's a devastating missile.
Because Esau, he's doing that all the time, like taking out these certain celebrities and things of that nature, whether it's a sacrifice that was going against the grain or agenda, so to speak. All right, you know, some weird way they just end up, you know, passing all of a sudden.
Yeah, a lot of those rock and roll guys.
Yeah. What?
They died. Yeah, they died. Drug overdoses, mysterious, weird shit happened to them.
But the difference is the Lord ain't with them dudes, man.
Yeah.
So they don't got no protection. So whatever Esau, you know, whatever way Esau chooses to destroy them dudes, that was just still a lot, man.
And then
and Satan is another way. Rock and roll. That's another way to worship Satan.
Yeah.
All those rock and roll guys, Wayne Static, Linkin Park, all them guys, Red Hot Chili Peppers, David Drummond, Chester Bennington, they worship Satan. And even a lot of them even talk about Satan in their songs. And they go right over people's heads. They're not joking about that shit. They actually worship Satan. They conjure him up to get better lyrics, get a better rhythm and all that.
Yeah, get a better
people
energy.
Are going to get better energy. What's the dude named from the Doors, Michael Morrison, something Morrison. The Doors main singer, I believe. Esau worshiped that guy. I forget his name from the Doors. Look up that guy's name. Something Morrison. Doors. The Doors.
Yep. They do that modern times with hip hop, because you know hip hop or rap music is like the #1 genre right
Jim
now.
Morrison.
Athletes, you You know, we got certain athletes sell out. You know, we got that dude Jimmy Butler who was wearing that stuff. He probably gonna have a breakout year or something, man. Because he's doing them left hand type of sacrifices.
And you got the new guy. They might turn him. That dude they talking about.
Wemby.
No, with the 7'5" dude from the Spurs. Wemby. Yeah.
Oh nah, that
Victor,
dude he's
his name's Victor Wembanyama.
Victor Wembanyama.
But they
yeah.
just call him Wemby.
Wemby.
For short.
He
Yeah.
threw already. Damn. He just started,
nah,
right?
cause
when he get drafted?
literally this year.
This year? He already going?
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
they
a
already got
rookie.
him?
And
Yeah.
they and like
Tallest
everywhere,
person
the
in the NBA
NBA is hyping this dude up.
He blocking shots and shit.
More than like
not even jumping and shit.
Yeah, like on a
level.
level like LeBron.
Hey, I'm telling you, if you go to his Instagram right now, man, he already looks like he got that, you know, a feminine type of, a little bit, you know, creeping in. Cause you know,
they turning me. Yeah.
Probably gonna start painting his fingernails. Or something.
I mean, cause
shit.
think about it, you know, this guy, he be taking pictures, well, you know, with Will Ferrell, you know, basically all these guys, right?
Yeah, but that dude, like, you know, cause Esau be setting these dudes up from birth, you know, to do that type
Grooming
of stuff.
them,
Yeah, grooming them from birth to like, okay, you're gonna be in the NBA or you're gonna be this top guy in the league, and their parents make a covenant with Esau, you know.
Yeah, like look. I guess he's stretching, but it's like really weird.
yeah, because he's super tall, so it's like he's like a freak.
That's why he's
like tall.
yeah,
he's like pretty much like a freak because he's not. He's not
that's why he's so mobile and agile because he's so flexible.
Dyed his hair blonde. That's might be a ritual. Yeah, that is a ritual.
Yeah.
People doing fast statements too. The blonde, dyed hair blonde, but that is like a ritual you go through. The blonde, that dye the tips of your hair blonde or dye your whole hair blonde. Cisco went through that, and the 90 Eminem went through that.
Yeah, a lot of celebrities do that. Lil Durk.
Yeah, when I finished that, Dirk, yeah.
It say, verse 20, and
the standard we believe is spiritual power. The Lord is going to secure His elect somehow, some way. Some of us go the spiritual power. Some of us going to get protected by angels. Going to come down and protect us in the form of men. Might be in part of their glory. Who knows? Brothers have had visions, and some of us going to get that power. We're going to go up into the air.
Yeah, I mean, what?
Get Isaiah 40.
Read it. Yeah. Isaiah 59:20. And
read to the end.
And the Redeemer shall come to Zion, and unto them that turn from transgression in Jacob, saith the Lord. As for me, this is my covenant with them, saith the Lord, my spirit that is upon thee, and my words which I have put in thy mouth shall not depart out of thy mouth, nor out of the mouth of thy seed.
Yes, the Bible didn't. The Bible, the prophecies didn't change. All right, not departing means not going to change. Same thing he said to Joshua in Joshua, the first chapter. What?
Nor out of the mouth of thy seed, nor out of the mouth of thy seed.
Say the law of sacrifice. Go ahead.
Saith the Lord from henceforth and forever.
Yeah. So the Lord didn't change. All right. So the standard, we believe the spiritual power, the Lord is going to secure His elect. Right? Well,
Isaiah 40:28. Hast thou not known, hast thou not heard, that the everlasting power, the Lord Yahweh, the creator of the ends of the earth, fainteth not, neither is weary. There is no searching of his understanding.
Yeah, Yahweh Bashim Yahshua is omnipresent and omnipotent. What?
It says, He giveth power to the faint, and to them that have no might, He increaseth strength.
Yep.
Even the youth shall faint and be weary.
No, Elijah would go up into the chariots and then come down somewhere else. Elijah, Philip, you had prophets that had, the Lord called them up and would take them to different places and set them back down. So the Lord going to give us that same, angels are going to be with us. The Lord going to do that for us.
Yeah, teleporting.
Yep, I think I had 2 visions like that already.
You got the one, of course, prophet who went to Daniel, right?
Oh yeah, they gave, that Hosea gave him food or whatever. Who?
Yeah, I think
Hezekiah gave him food, yeah. So how do you do that? The angels picked him up and put him there. You can get it, but finish reading that. Matter of fact, you get that, get Isaiah 40, last 2 verses. What verse you want? 29, and then you find that account.
Or 39.
39? 40?
Isaiah 40 and 30.
40 and 30.
The account again?
No. You read that. He'll find the account. Isaiah 40.
Read the Isaiah 40
and 30, yeah.
40 and 30.
Yeah.
All right, come.
And then we'll close it out after that. Spiritual power, but the Lord going to secure us. All right, He can give us spiritual power, like Elijah called fire down. If I be the prophet, let fire come down from heaven. All right, he can make us see things that are not being seen by normal people. He can phase our vision to a different wavelength. We can see stuff that the other people ain't seeing.
Yeah, basically paraphrasing. Yahushua said that these things that I do, you should do greater. Basically
Yeah, right.
paraphrasing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yep. We can start hearing things that other people ain't hearing. You know.
Yeah. This is the book of Isaiah 40 and 30. It says, even the youth shall faint and be weary, and the young men shall utterly fall. But they that wait upon the Lord shall renew.
Keep his word, follow his commandments, follow his word, carry it out. The law of sacrifice done away with. Yahushua is our pacifier, our secure, our salvation. We understand the prophecies, we believe them, and we wait for them to come. All right? The Lord, the rules are not a terror unto good works, so we prophesy until they are a terror unto good works, and then we go into hiding. All right? And we wait for the word of the Lord to come to us, like Hosea. And then you got to receive the word. Go ahead.
Isaiah 40 and 31, it say, but they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint.
Come. All right, yeah. Mount up with wings like eagles. So you're going to have Israelites that are of the elect, that are going to receive spiritual power, that are going to be nigh to the Lord, and the chariots that's going to take them up. All right, we'll be able to call them, and the chariots is transporter, instant transmission. All right, instant transmission. Going to be able to go up, come down anywhere in Babylon. All right. You found it?
Yeah, I believe so.
Man up with wings like eagles. All right. Elijah did that all the time.
Was it in the Apocrypha?
Yeah, matter of fact, yeah.
Because it says right here, Daniel 14. I think that's
The rest of Daniel, I think.
Yeah.
So mount up with wings like eagles. All right. You can get
You so good.
You believe the works that I do? Greater shall ye do, and greater works shall ye do. All right. Because he goes for the Father. All right. So the Lord is going to thy people shall be willing in the day of thy power. All right. You got it? Yeah, the people shall be willing in the day of thy power. Meaning that when Yahushua gives his elect that spiritual power, whether it may be call an angel, take us to another part of Babylon. All right?
I got it.
Bring back food supplies. All right? Make water repair out thin air. The oil multiply. Food multiply. Breaking bread. Breaking fish or flesh steak into one steak we multiplied to 1,000 and live in the damn woods for 2 weeks.
It's the book of John 14. We'll start at 11. It say, believe me that I am in the Father and the Father in me, or else believe me for the very work's sake. Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that believeth on me, the works that I do shall he do also. And greater works than these shall he do, because I go unto my Father.
So we're going to do great works also, just like Yahushua. All right?
Yes, I do.
All right, you got the account?
Yep, Bell the Dragon.
And we'll close it out.
So it says Bell and the Dragon, this in the Apocrypha, an extension of the book of Daniel. It says the Bell and the Dragon. It says chapter 29, it says, so they came to the king and said, deliver us Daniel, or else we will destroy thee and thine house. Now when the king saw that they pressed him sore, being constrained, he delivered Daniel unto them, who cast him into the lion's den, where he was 6 days. And in the den there were 7 lions, and they had given them every 2 days 2 carcasses and 2 sheep, which then were not given to them, to the intent they might devour Daniel. Now there was in Jewry a prophet called Habakkuk. It says, who had made pottage and had broken bread in a bowl, and was going into the field to bring it to the reapers. But the angel of the Lord said unto Habakkuk, Go carry the dinner that thou hast into Babylon unto Daniel, who is in the lion's den. And Habakkuk said, Lord, I never saw Babylon, neither do I know where the den is. Then the angel of the Lord took him by the crown and bare him, it says, and bare him by the hair of his head, and through the vehemency of his spirit set him in Babylon over the den. And Habakkuk cried, saying, O Daniel, Daniel, take the dinner which the Most High has sent thee. And Daniel said, if thou hast remembered me, O Lord, or O power, now that hast thou forsaken me, or forsaken them that seek thee and love thee.
Yep, that's how the angels grab you. They grab you by your head, and you just go up.
Yeah.
Instant transmission. Or he might make you experience the whole journey. Who knows?
Yeah, and look, it says, verse 39, so Daniel arose and did eat, and the angel of the Lord set Habakkuk in his own place again immediately.
Immediately. There you go. Yeah. Come.
Just like that, just boom. Teleport.
Yeah. So we'll end the lesson there. Hope you brothers are edified. Shalom next lesson. Shalom.